Welcome to Master Bikes, where we dive into the world of two-wheeled adventure machines. Today we're taking a detailed look at the all-new 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650, a bike that has carved its place in the dual-sport world for decades and is now refreshed for 2026 with updated features and renewed ambition. Whether you're planning off-road escapes, long-haul touring, or fun weekend rides, this bike promises to be a contender. In this video script we'll cover its history, what's new, the engine and performance, chassis and handling, electronics and comfort, real-world usability, competition, pros and cons, and wrap up with who this bike is for. Let's get rolling. Chapter 1: The Heritage and Evolution of the KLR 650. The KLR 650 has been around in one form or another since the mid-1980s, beginning as a rugged dual-sport machine designed for both trail and pavement. Over the years, the model has seen incremental improvements, fuel injection, ABS, updated bodywork, yet has remained fundamentally true to its mission: reliable, versatile adventure riding. For many riders, the KLR represents the do-everything bike: commuting, gravel roads, long distance, modest cost of ownership. With the 2026 model, Kawasaki steps into the next phase, refreshing key areas while preserving those core strengths. It's an interesting balancing act: keep the soul of the old machine while upgrading enough to remain competitive in 2026. Chapter 2: What's new for 2026? For the 2026 model year, the KLR 650 receives several refinements. While full official specification details are still emerging, early indications suggest a tuned version of the existing 652 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine, and improved ergonomics and technology updates. For example, a sharper throttle response, revised suspension setup, updated bodywork, and maybe revised rider aids. These upgrades are designed not to reinvent the bike but to modernize it enough to meet current expectations: better road manners, improved comfort, better off-road composure, and perhaps slightly lighter or more refined. For loyal KLR fans, the changes may be subtle; for newcomers, they may make the difference. Chapter 3: Engine and Performance. Under the hood, the KLR 650 continues with a 652 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder DOHC engine, the same basic architecture as prior years. For 2025 models, figures include bore-in-stroke of 100.0 by 83.0 mm and compression ratio of 9.8 to 1. For 2026, expect similar output, with likely revisions aimed at improving throttle feel, mid-range torque, perhaps emissions compliance. What this means in real-world terms: you'll have more than enough power for highway cruising, overtaking, and moderate off-road work. The strength of a single cylinder is low-end grunt and simplicity, which the KLR plays to. Of course, as with any dual sport, one must accept some compromises. Single cylinders tend to vibrate more at high RPMs, top-end power is less than multi-cylinders, and 5-speed gearboxes, as in previous models. While the KLR has always traded extreme tech for rugged simplicity, the 2026 version appears to move up a notch. Early indications show updated instrument cluster, likely full digital, LED lighting, new body styling for improved protection/wind deflection, possibly some rider modes or ABS refinements. It's important to note, if you're expecting cornering ABS, traction control, multi-map engine modes, etc., this bike may not match high-end adventure bikes in that regard. But within its class of value-oriented dual sports, the technology should be more than sufficient. The key is balancing usefulness with reliability and maintenance ease. Chapter 7: Real-world ride experience, street, highway and off-road. In everyday riding you'll find the KLR comfortable for traffic, backroads, even highway cruising. The torque from the engine means you don't need to rev it high to go. On the highway you should manage comfortable speeds, though it won't be as refined or quiet as large multi-cylinder ADV machines. Off-road, its weight and gearing may show limitations compared to purpose-built enduro bikes, but for firetrail, gravel, moderate terrain it shines. For touring, you'll appreciate the simple durability, less likely to have weird electronic gremlins, fewer complex systems. Long distance over mixed surfaces becomes achievable. With the 2026 updates, hopefully comfort and stability are improved further, so riders can consider even longer expeditions. Real-world feedback for prior models: riders praise its reliability, ease of repair, and flexibility. Potential caveats: the tall seat may challenge shorter riders, vibration at high speeds might be notable, the 5-speed gearbox might require more frequent shifts than a 6-speed, if you load heavily for 2-up touring with luggage, the performance will modest compared to large adventure bikes. Chapter 8, Competitive Landscape and Value. In 2026, the dual sport/adventure segment is crowded. Bikes like the Yamaha Tenere 700, Suzuki V-Strom 650 XT, or even the long-standing Suzuki DR650, in relevant markets, draw attention. According to 2025 specs, the KLR 650's MSRP started in the US around $6,899 to $8,199 depending on variant. What this means, the KLR often offers tremendous value for money. If the 2026 model doesn't inflate too much, you'll get a rugged, tried-and-tested platform for significantly less than premium adventure bikes. The trade-off: less refinement, fewer bells and whistles. If you don't need every gimmick and just want a capable all-rounder, the KLR becomes very appealing. Chapter 9, Pros and Cons Summary. Pros: robust single-cylinder engine and simple mechanicals, easier to maintain. Dual sport versatility, decent for street and trail. Good value relative to many premium ADV bikes. Long fuel range, upright comfy ergonomics for long rides. Strong aftermarket support, proven reliability. Cons: 5-speed transmission may feel less geared for highway cruising than some 6-speed rivals.